Hello! You already save a lot of money every year thanks to our videos, so save on car parts too. Buy them on the Mr. Auto app. Shipping is free.
Turn off the ignition. Pull up the handbrake. Pull on the bonnet release lever and open the bonnet. Open the brake fluid reservoir. In order to change the brake pads on your vehicle, you will have to raise the front of the car and take off the wheels. This will provide you with full access to the brake discs. Loosen the stud bolts on the front wheels, raise the front of the vehicle, and put it in the 2-axle stands. We strongly suggest watching the tutorial, raising your vehicle safely before carrying out this step. You will then be able to take off the wheels. Don't forget to slide them under the vehicle. Turn the disc outwards. This will facilitate the process. Insert a flathead screwdriver to the outer extremity of the oblong hole located on the front of the brake caliper. Lift it off using the screwdriver as a lever by pulling it towards you. This will then push the piston in. Don't hesitate to push the screwdriver further in once the space between the pad and the caliper allows. Ensure that you have pushed the piston in as far as possible before moving on to the next operation. Using a flathead screwdriver, lift the holding spring on the pads, then take it out. Make sure you keep a finger on the spring during the operation to avoid jumping out. Using a thin flathead screwdriver, remove the caps covering the caliper mounting bolts. Using a socket wrench, undo the 2 caliper mounting bolts. Tip: attach a piece of electrical cable or piece of string to one of the coils on the suspension spring. You can now remove the pads.
Please support us. Subscribe and like the video, that will be really cool.
To avoid damaging the brake hose, attach it to the suspension using the cable you have already attached. Using a wire brush, clean the brake caliper mount on the area of the pads. This will make it easier to put them in place. Coat the outside of the new pads with copper grease. Remove the brake caliper and put the pad on the piston side and the brake caliper, then the other brake caliper mount. Put the brake caliper in place on the brake caliper mount, pushing it in as far as possible. Rescrew the caliper mounting bolts, ensuring that they're properly in their positions. Finish the tightening with a socket wrench and a 7mm Allen socket. Make sure it is well tightened. Put the caps back in place, clipping them in as you do so. Put the holding springs and the pads back in place. You can use a hammer to help you. Ensure that the spring is fully inserted into the hole. You can now repeat the operation on the other side. Put the wheels of your vehicle back on and lower it to the ground. Before starting your car, don't forget to screw the brake fluid stopper back in. Be careful. Start your car and pump the brake pedal a few times to bring the brake pads together again. Try to drive smoothly and avoid sudden braking for the first 50 kilometers or so to avoid glazing the new pads. Operation completed.
Hello, if this video helps you, like and subscribe.